Hello, hello, most dearest ones. So this is Satar. I'm going to wake up this space. We're gonna have a short interlude to your day. This is like a public service announcement, whatever you would like to call that. And we're gonna warm up the space right now. I am not asking your permission. I am not asking your permission. Hey, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta go. You're too low, so low, you don't hear me though. You ain't playing, trying to drain all my energy. Well, I done told you could come with me. Too high for you to get me down. Said I too high for you to get me down. Down, down. Be gone, be gone, vampire, be
Peace, peace.
gone. Be gone, be gone, backfire, be gone. Gone, gone. I said my ancestors did it for me. You demons trying to get a little chubby. I'm playing chess, you playing gin rummy. I thought I told you not to come for me, for me. I remember back in the 1990s, we were rocking Kangos and Adidas with shell toes, and everybody knew LL wanted to be bad. Then Biggie got shot, and all that shit happened with Tupac. Meanwhile, I was somewhere getting supersonic with JJ Vaz. I was still a youngin', still up and coming, and I had all that wild streak up in me. Prince said, party like it's 1999, and me and my partners was smoking weed like we was out of our minds. That's when the year 2000 was coming in, when the 90s had to go, and I was stomping through South Carolina, dropping spoken word like, where did the 90s go? Give it up for Lioness. Then I would take the stage. Said I would take the stage and pay homage to my ancestors. Then I would head back to my crib and listen to some Bob Marley or some Burning Spear or some Sister Nancy. Bam, bam. Then I was on my way through the VA and they was getting money out there. I remember that night I was spitting poetry at Shadows and Allen Iverson gave me a standing ovation. Yeah, a lot of celebrities got my shit in heavy rotation. Poetry spitting, reggae chanting, sweet singing, fire breathing, lion. And I ain't lying. So I'm out in VA, right? Poetry slamming, doing reggae shows, bumping elbows with them Marley boys, with Sizzler, Capleton, Beanie Man, Antonio, Yellowman, and Lincoln Granulated Sugar Miners. See, I've been around, I ain't new to this. I could have had a record deal 10 times over. But I'm not here to make a deal with my record, because my record is impeccable. They doing white lines, lining up for punchlines, and if one of them rap battle dudes take mine, oh, I will sue you. Boy, I ain't a rapper, I just rap a lot. Somebody said, ain't she like somebody's grandma? Sit down, granny. Sit down, granny. Bitch, you sit down. I ain't rocking granny panties. I'm like Victoria, the best kept secret. My style, like Rena Center coming back for your furniture. You can't keep it. That good green, cheap it. You haters coming from a mile away, keep it. You in the twilight zone. I'm home alone. But even Macaulay Culkin won't stop till he get enough of this thriller. I'm the bad vibe killer. I'm locked and loaded with a lot of cause his chopper is the pad. You do the math. That's your body minus your head. Like a zombie chicken walking dead. I thought I told you my ancestors was warriors, but they didn't come to play. They came to slay. Butts in the ashtray, smoke, true identity close, moving like anonymous. These lyrics are autonomous. I thought I told you. I thought I told you. I thought I told you. Well. Hey, said I'm too high for you to get me down. Said I'm too high for you to get me down. Down, down. Said I'm too high for you to get me down. How high am I?
Hello, 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 most dearest ones. This is Satara. I am taking a what you call a live I'm taking a live commercial break today. Hopefully you can hear me. If you are in the comment section, I would like for you to put a one in there because I cannot see comments yet. But anyways, I wanted to take a short commercial break to your day. Hopefully you're having a great one. And if you're not, what better time is there to have a great one than now? So hopefully you are not hopefully. I want to send a message that you are enjoying your nows. Your now is right now, wherever you are in this path or wherever you're at right now. We're just going to say that you enjoy that and you be at one with that. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to find out if you can right now. And also, I want to send a shout out to True Searcher for uh, responding to the call. I think I also sent out some other messages, but this is going to be very short. True Searcher, are you on the line? So I can see.
Yes, I'm on the line. How you doing, Queen?
I am well. I have invited others. This is just going to be a short interlude. I am out, as you can see, in like a little jungle. I call it my jungle,
Yes.
like a forest, almost type. I sit under this tree every day. But I wanted to send a word out. So if you saw the title is Boots and Growth. So I'm gonna go over a couple of points about growth. Hello, hello. Let's see. Hello, hello out there. I just want to send out a transmission about your boots and growth. What this can mean um, while you're walking on this planet. If you notice, they have this thing where they have always accustomed us into wearing covering of the feet. I've never wanted to wear shoes ever in my whole lifetime, ever. And I wanted to say something to that effect about boots, that boots do cover, boots do get you ready for when you go into battle. You know, they give many soldiers these, um, coverings for their feet because of the terrain and the landscape that they're going through. So if you know anything about even watching a movie that involves beings that are going to battle, you know that they give them the boots, right? So the most important thing right now at this moment is those boots. What kind of boots are you wearing for yourself to deliver yourself through this terrain, this landscape, this spiritual journey, this human journey that you're on? What kind of boots are you fitting on your feet? Are your boots too tight? Are your boots worn out? Are your boots fresh enough for you to make it through this terrain? Hey, peace, peace. Thank you, divine goddess. Thank you, star goddess Nikki C. Are you there is a link. I hope you got it. I did send you the link, Star Goddess. Um, if you know anything about being in your truth, you know that this does require you to have the appropriate gear. And at this point, I'm saying the appropriate gear is the boots that you fit upon your feet. And like I said, are your boots too tight? Have they shrunk on you? Are they worn out? Are you using the same pair and you know you need a new pair? And are you having the correct or the most accurate boots to wear? And in this, I'm going to go over, I have like five little things, but I'm going to go over as many as I can in this short interlude, and I'm going to pull some cards. So, first off, are you seeking and gaining greater independence? Are you establishing yourself to the lay of the land? So, if you know anything about what I'm talking about, are you avoiding being independent? Are you to the point to where you cannot get a phone call all day and you can focus on yourself? Have you gone all day without getting a phone call before? And how you spent your day during that time? What did you give back to yourself? So once again, I'm going back to know thyself. I'm going back to not only just seeking independence, but practicing independence. So, look, when you're practicing independence, you run across many scales, many terrains of other beings telling you, I've experienced beings telling me who to be. Hey, Nikaylee, this is a short commercial break, Kaylee, from your day. Great day awakenings to Nikaylee. Thank you for showing up, Queen. We are doing a very short commercial break to your day. Hopefully, we interrupting and to where we're just gonna add some abundance to what you already have going on. So once again, have you established yourself with gaining independence? Now, this doesn't involve anyone else because it says independence. Are you growing by gaining a understanding, a understanding, or an overstanding? Okay, of what's around you, the people around you, the world around you. Have you gained understanding of these beings that are walking around you, that are walking on your terrain? They coming to visit you. That's your terrain. You hanging out with, you're sharing your space with them. This is your terrain. Um, are you are you also at any point knowing that through this growth you are knowing when you're being oversensitive to a situation? Let me repeat that. Are you being oversensitive to a situation? Are you are you responding like overly sensitive to what's going on? Does it require your response to be over sensitive? Does it require for you to be responding in the manner of where you feel like you're just not, no one's understanding you, or no one's hearing you, or you feel like you need to respond in this manner to get their attention? I want to tell you that, more importantly, maybe they don't need you for you to get their attention. Maybe they need for you to take steps back. Maybe they need to see that when you take steps back and be out of their space, maybe they need to see that you being out of their space is what they needed to see. Maybe they need to see you do that because then they can respond and start knowing, like, okay, like, why did they respond like that? Why did they blow up? Why didn't they go off? Why didn't they do this? Okay, so it gets them to pay attention to you, to what you're doing. The people that are for you and I mean supporting you, more importantly, not just for you, but supporting you. Do you recognize how they're coming at you with the support that they're giving? Do you understand that this support that they're giving, if it comes with some strings, is it attached to something? Does it require you to do this and we do the tit for tat? Or are they doing these things because it's out of the kindness of their heart? Are they doing this because they care about you? I'm not saying this for them to prove it to you. You study yourself to show yourself approved. So you will know who you are. I'm just saying, are they showing you the characteristics of the beings that you would prefer to be around you and support you? If they're doing so, then you pretty much understand at this point where this ship can lead, where this ship can go. And when you figure out that these beings are supporting you, where are they leading? Where are they going to? Where does their road lead? Okay. Let's see. Fourth thing. Are you growing an established order? Which means, are you established in what boundaries you have, number one, and how these boundaries that you have, number two, aren't where people can just come in them and weigh you down? Are you reverting back around to these ideas about these beings that disturb you and they driving you up the wall with their issues? Maybe some of those issues that you recognized in them are some of your old issues that you knew when you were at that point. Let me say that again. So maybe these issues that you see that these people are exhibiting, or that they're showing you, are these old habits or these old beings that you. Yeah, hey Newt, hey Newt, hey King Newt, what's up? So maybe some of these beings, what they're showing you is these old habits that, hey K Smith, what's up, what's up, what's up? Um, maybe some of these old behaviors are behaviors that in you that you decided to do away with, that you decided that you didn't need anymore. Maybe it's about time that you step forward in your truth. And while True Searcher's name is up there, no pun intended. Um, maybe this is the time for you to go forward and to know that you are the one that needs to put on your boots and establish a boundary and say to yourself, I'm not going to cross this boundary for myself. I don't need you to bounce the boundary, but I'm not about to cross this boundary because I don't have a time of wasting. On this planet, they tell you it's about time, but I want to tell you it's about how infinite you can be within the time. So as you go forward and as you grow forward in this situation, in this terrain, and you wear your boots, adjust your boots to the location of where you're at. Adjust your boots so when you step into a space, you have confidence, you speak with clarity, you hold your head up high, you instill the integrity of what you desire to be around you. So when you instill integrity of what you want around you, you behave in this manner. And as you practice and you become this, people that know you, people that start being around you, they're going to know that you have this certain type of integrity or this certain type of space that you keep. And they're going to know that they can't bring it around you. They're going to know what the boundary is. They're going to know that they don't need to have this type of boundary where it's just loose and they could do whatever they want. They could do whatever they desire and they could come along and destroy you and your house within some words. That is not a go. At this point, no one should be able to destroy you with their words unless there's things that you need to be taken care of. Maybe there are some things that you need to be knowing thyself about, things that you need to go into, things that you need to be discussing, things that you need to discuss with yourself. So, number five, I'm going to say number five. Five is the growth by change. And I'm going to bend down here for 2 seconds. Are you growing into your boots with change? And I want to tell you that you're on earth. Uh now look, now you could stay the same way if you want to. That's your choice. But you know, with everything there on planet Earth, there comes change. You know, within this earth, there are so many things changing. Right now, you can see it around you. Right now, you see how things are being run right now. It's changing. Are you able to adjust your boots to fit the terrain that you're about to lead yourself into? You cannot depend on any others to lead you. Are you or do you have the ability to lead yourselves? Do you know what this ability requires? Do you know what inside of you, how you can exercise this ability that I'm speaking of? Okay, mosquito, get out of here. I'm just saying. Can you speak with authority about how you're wearing your boots and you're walking around with even your space? So, this change in your pocket, these keys that are in your pockets, can you lead yourself? your boots with that authority. Are you ready to go into this next direction? And if you're not, that's on you. But I must tell you, as this info change, as these times and these beings change, you are the master mind of those boots that you wear on a daily basis. You wear these boots so often, you know what they are. Do you know that you command and you have divine authority over your boots and how you run your ship? So I'm really saying, can you be the master of your own ship? Can you lead your boots into the growth direction? Because you know this is going to require some growth. You know that all these pieces of the unparted you, of the unspoken you, these parts that don't serve you anymore, these parts that don't serve you anymore. Do you know how to change those? Are you willing enough to turn or change from your ways that are not giving you the sufficient growth or the sufficient ability to go through this terrain with your boots that you have on right now? Now that boots is a figment. It's a figment, okay? It's a part of your imagination, okay? It's how you deal with what you deal with. No one can tell you how or not to deal with this, but I can tell you that on my journey, what I'm speaking of right now, these are things that I have experienced. I'm not telling you something that I haven't had experience and dealings with. I've known when I've let somebody lead me with their boots. It's like that, you walk in somebody's shoes. But some people have a habit of staying in your shoes when they have their own. So if you know that there's beings that like to take on other people's shoes and they like to be in other people's shoes when they know it's not theirs, can you know that when you see these people, these beings behaving in this manner, do you know you have authority to not only say no, but not to allow this to continue any further, any further. You have the map. You the one running the boots that you have on your feet. You run your feet. Now I know you don't mind a little advisement, you don't mind a little assistance, but can you really say you can go all day without talking on your phone right now? Can you say that to yourself? Have you had so many times? Can you even go 5 hours without talking on the phone, without picking up any electrical equipment and giving yourself your time, the space to with your family and yourself? And I'm not even just saying family, I'm saying the beings that you know that are supporting you. More important, outside of that, can you just give yourself this space that I'm speaking of? Can you give yourself the space without family or friends coming to let you know who you are and how they're supporting you? Are you able to stand alone in your boots? Do you need somebody to call you to get you to through the day? Are you expecting that one text to take you through this day? Have you become so dependent upon others to lead you without you leading yourself? Are you being so attached into these things that you're not leading your own self? We all know there's some clock running, and I'm just say clock. There's some type of clock running that lets you know that this is gonna be transformed, that you're gonna exit out of here. And when you exit, do you have enough gumption to know that with authority and with divineness, you speak upon that space, that you know what the next steps are, even if you don't know them all the way? This is the practice. This is the training ground. I keep saying this most definitely. This is the training ground. If you want to learn something real whacked out and crazy, come to planet Earth. Come visit us. You want to learn something, how people can treat beings, how other beings can treat other beings. I ain't even talking about people. I'm just saying in general. If there's a bunch of beings running around and you want to learn about some crazy bedaisies, come to planet Earth. Come to planet Earth. Reach out to planet Earth. There's a bunch of them you can see. I'm just letting you know. They in your family. They not in your family. They right next door. They not next door. All these beings are here on planet Earth. If you want to come and learn some real whacked out, non-leveled versus leveled, come to planet Earth. You can see the high frequency and the low frequency and how fast they run and how slow they run. So I am shuffling the cards right now. This is a short interlude to let you know that you got the power. You have the power to assist with running your boots. Can you run your boots without depending on others to be there when you are running those boots? Can you know that their support is there without them actually showing up for you to see their support? Or are you feeling like you need to be seeing their support so much in a space to where you dependent upon it? I'm talking about independence right now, okay? We didn't went back to that one. We didn't went back to that independence. And if you notice when I started talking about independence and being knowing your boots and speaking with authority, you seen the animals out here all started barking. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna pull these three cards for you. If you're not into cards or whatever here, if you don't use cards, you may exit this right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the three cards. Um, and as you see, these animals are still doing their own thing. Okay, so I got the first card and I dropped it. I got the second card and I dropped it. Hello. Mm. So we have we have three cards. First card, what I've been talking about, the King of Coins. Okay, look. So there's the Ace and there's the King. So the King is second in position. Okay, from the Ace, he's the second one that you would be the leader. This would be the second leader in command, so to speak. And these coins that they're talking about on here are the coins in your pocket. Okay, your authority and your ability to know how you advance, or when you're not advancing, do you know when to halt that advancement and just be in a space of reviving yourself? Okay. Second card. Uh-oh. Let's see if y'all can see it. It's got the light. Priestess. Okay, so if you're the priestess of your situation, you run in all directions. You don't need a time clock. And you notice that sound got loud when I pulled the priestess card. You don't need nobody to tell you the time. You the priestess, you running the whole thing. It's not about the priestess's part. It's about that you can run this without little to no issues. All of these are coins. Look, we got another coins. This is the eight of coins. So can you know that there is two sides, there's two zeros, there is balance, there's duality, and all this. Eights still end up being two. Okay. So we're gonna go to the bottom card. Oh, let's see. Oh, which is the Six of Cups. Number three, the sixes, the vortex, the yin and the yang. So when I tell you balance, when I'm telling you, do you know where your roots lie? Do you know who's running your boots? Do you know who's running your program? You better check it out. You don't have to, but it might be in your best interest to take a look at what programs do you have in you that are running afoul. So that include concludes your service broadcast announcement of boots and growth. Boots and growth. Do you have on those boots that's fit too tight? Do you need to adjust your boots? Do you need to look down and see who's got their feet in your boots? Or do you need to just jump ship and get a whole brand new pair? Do you need to just get out of the ones you in They worn out, and you ready to speak with direction and authority and divinity. So, true searcher, if you are still on the line,
Yes,
um,
yes, yes.
I would. This is supposed to be really short. It's only supposed to be 20 minutes, but anyways,
Yeah, we know how
um,
that go.
yeah. So, if you would like to add, you can add to this viewpoint, and then after you do so, I want to give a shout out to the chat after you do that point of interest.
Uh, yes, yes, yes. Give me 1 second. Let me just switch to these headphones real quick so that I can make sure everybody hear me loud and clear.
Okay.
Um, my battery was low when you had text me that. My battery's always low. Uh, but we was actually out sun gazing, and
Nice.
you know, it was real deep. But yeah, let me pop these in. Stop rambling.
Ah, don't worry.
Um, can you go back over those cards again
Oh, so first we
from
had
from the beginning?
so we
There you
have
go.
seek to gain greater independence. Are you gaining greater independence? Are you establishing yourself as a leader? That's that point. Second
Right.
point is that the
Oh,
one
my
you
bad. I'm
wanted to
sorry.
hear? Is that the one you
No,
wanted to hear?
I
Oh,
actually it wasn't the message behind it because I got that and it tied
hmm,
into everything that I was reading just on the visual. I was going off what it was telling me in my head, but you just pretty much it balanced up exactly of what you were saying. So what I was wanted you to do if you can show them the visual again.
so
Um, yes.
okay. So if you are gaining greater independence, so we're talking about the boots that you wear, so they can be worn. They're not useful. The soles is out, or someone else is in your boots, or you need to just get a brand new pair. Which one of these three are you using to establish your leadership, your authority?
Right. No, I
So
was
I was
I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off. What I meant was like actually pull up the card and put it on the screen.
Oh, okay,
I'm
great.
sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut
I
you
thought
off
that's
like
what
that.
you
Yeah,
meant. So hold on. I actually put them back in the middle. That's funny that you said that right when I tipped them over there. Tipped them over to the middle. So I'm gonna put. Okay, I have a guest on.
I think we seen the king, a green king,
There you go.
and then yeah, it was a green
Hi.
king first.
Hello, hey, hi, hey, hi.
Hey, hi.
We're getting ready to. We're going over these points of interest real quick. The three cards that came out during this this transmission. I'm in the dark a little bit, but not really.
Right, right,
And I didn't expect it to go that long, but sometimes this when you given transmissions, you given information, it goes into this area where you're just like, huh? I thought we was just gonna do this part and then I'll be done.
Right. It be like that
So
sometimes.
the
right.
first point it was the king of coins. That was the first. The king of
Yes.
coins.
Yeah. Can
So
you show that
that was
card?
the first one. Yes, I'm digging it up because I know what my memory is, but I don't want to do my memory. I want to actually show people. The king of coins, he's the one that's next to the ace. There's the ace and then there's the king. Isn't
Mm-hmm.
that funny how I can't find this right now?
Yeah. The one thing
And
that
then
that
we got the
card.
priestess. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, no. Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm good. Go ahead with that point that you're getting ready to say because I'm pulling them all out right now, right when we're speaking.
Now, when you brought up that card right there, the first thing that resonated with me was royalty.
Mm,
That we come from something royalty, and if that's second in command, that means that it's directly tied into first in command.
mm.
And I think that's a card for everybody to understand that the source is always in command, but you come from that
Mm-hmm.
source. So you
Mm-hmm.
second in command in your own self.
Mm.
You feel me? I think the next was the priest.
The priest or the priestess, correct.
The priestess, yes. You are up under knowledge. The knowledge is in you. You got
Mm.
everything. Then it was the eight, the duality, the double
Yep.
zeros, the balance. You can't have one without the other. And then you
Nope.
came with the six, and that's my number. Uh, so it was just like dropping just like that, and that's how it was resonating with me. But in honest opinion, that should resonate with all of us. Because even
Right.
if the six ain't your number, it's something about the six that should resonate with you because you're still a part of it.
Correct.
Regardless if it's your number or someone else's number, or if it's not your master number, you're all part of these numbers, and you got specific numbers for a specific reason because everyone has an individual special gift about themselves, but they still have the gift to accomplish other things as well too. So that's kind of the visual that that I got from it.
That you
And
got
then
from it, what you
but you
saw.
kind of broke it down. Basically, what I'm saying, that every description that you broke the card in, um, it basically broke down everything that the card read to me. Just looking at it, and honestly, I never read cards before. I never even had a true card reading, a palm reading, anything. The most I ever had done on me was energy work by my wife.
Mm.
Um, but a lot of things that you, Nikki C, my wife, discussions I've been having with y'all, Chris, it's just a lot of things that like really been resonating. And I think it's a collective group. Like everything that I've been feeling hasn't really, I've been feeling and getting messages of my individual accomplishments that I need to gain, but at the same time, it's letting me know that it's a group event. It's not something that I can accomplish on my own, and it's showing me the light and the connections to pretty much my circle.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that right there. But we royalty. Keep y'all head up high. Even in our lowest light, we still shine and want to be duplicated. Remember that, y'all. Y'all royalty.
Mm. Mm. Now that's a that's a nice spatial understanding of what was said and what went went forward. Um, so if you are listening to this broadcast, you are well on your way to being um, the one who is very much informed and knows what kind of boots are you wearing on your feet. Oh, peace, Kirk Washington. I see you on there. I seen you come up, right? I seen it, Mr. Kirk Washington. Peace to you as well. Um, I'm already like tapping in here. I'm just going in and I'm switching up the program because I walked inside because I was like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and walk inside. And I know there's a couple of people in the background. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, let me see if I can turn this off. I hope I did. Did I turn it off? Okay, there we go. Oop, this is weird.
Everything okay with your audio, Queen?
Yeah, but I hear the echo, so I'm trying to end that.
Oh, okay.
No big deal.
But yeah, while she taking care of that, I just like to say to the people, man, you know, pay attention to the sky. The sky has been talking a lot lately. Not just sun gazing. Do both. And when you night gaze, do it in sections. Because you're not gonna get the message by doing it just one time. You gotta do it in sections. Go outside and notice what stars and what bright lights is resonating with you. And once you see that, see everything that connect to it, and just really pay attention and watch how all the stars that seem so distant and you can barely see them start connecting once you start noticing on that. And pay attention for 10 minutes and listen to what is being said inside of your mind. You're not crazy. Everybody hear voices. That don't make you fucking crazy. You're tapping in with yourself. You gotta block out a lot of this stuff to understand yourself. Because when you don't, you letting somebody telling you who you are. And I'm not with that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me who I am. I know who I am. And I know who y'all are. Y'all are royals. Wake up and pay attention. The mysteries is in the sky. And we gotta pay attention, family. We really do. And you know what? After you do that, come back out maybe an hour or two later. And then find that main star. The main star. About two, it's gonna be about two or three of them that you don't really notice that's gonna stand out. Find them and find out where they at. And then start looking above you and start noticing the stars coming from them. And resonate with them. And just listen to yourself. The answer's inside of you. You know, I I not only me, but anybody can tell you all the things you want to hear. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you on what's best for you. Can't nobody give you your message unless they feel the need to actually to tell you something that's great about yourself, to just reassure yourself. But at the end of the day, you got to know what's great about you. You got to get inside and find out what is in you
Mm.
and let it blossom. Don't let these people tell you what life is, how to get in tune with yourself. That's something that you got to know. It's just man, whatever locks in with you, follow it. And that's all I can really say.
Hmm. Queen Essie,
Yes.
would you like to make a note for the
Hmm.
sick? Okay, so we're gonna let you make a note right now. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. Oh, why I get shy?
Go ahead. Well, no one can see you. You want to share your words that came to you while you were hearing the information?
Oh, just now?
Yeah, or earlier.
Oh, earlier? Um,
Whatever you heard, like it's not whatever you know, not putting no
right.
box
No, I know.
around it.
I know. I know. I mean, basically, you really have to know yourself at the end of the day. Can't nobody tell you about yourself but you. So people, out there searching or, looking for something, they really just need to look within inside themselves because the answer is there. As long as you search it, you're going to find it. You're going to run into the right people that's going to guide you along the way. It's just how far you want to take it.
Hmm. How far do you want to take it? How far do you want to take it? How far do you want to take your boots? How far do you want to walk through this terrain? You want to keep coming back to planet Earth. Maybe that's your mission. Maybe that you know that you're going to keep coming back here to assist and to rise up. Maybe that's where you are. Maybe that's where maybe that's just what your mission is. Okay. Maybe your mission involves you doing what Queen SC just said. Maybe your mission involves that. Maybe that's what your mission involves. So if you start feeling like maybe you're not seeing the direction of where everything is going, maybe you need to take a moment of silence. I'm not saying you got to get on one knee, but maybe you need to take a moment of silence and see, what's running through your mind and how far are you willing to go as far as knowing what exists there. How are you existing in that space? And if it's how far you're existing, then it's what do I think what can I do or what should I do at that point is your next could be your next question. Or is there anything for me to do? Maybe you don't have anything to do regarding that. Maybe this is the time for you to just take a break and take a pause and see where you are and see what you're standing on. Are you standing on a some sand, quicksand?
Can
Are
I
you
say something real quick
yes,
to
go
him?
right ahead.
Hey, look, to everybody that's listening outside of the people that don't know, you know, to everybody that know, y'all cool on this message. I ain't talking to y'all, but to people that don't know, look, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit together. Cause on some real shit, if what the fuck I've been hearing, right? Me and my wife tired of coming back to this motherfucker. Cause we can't
That's right.
ascend without y'all. You hear me? Everybody that is of the know is waiting on y'all ass too, cause they can't leave this motherfucker without y'all. We literally stuck here because it's more fucking sheep than people willing to just listen to theyself and learn about theyself. They'd rather a motherfucker give them their life. I'm tired of you motherfuckers. Now y'all gonna have to get y'all shit together, man. Cause everything that's fucked up on you on the inside is playing out on the outside. Just look the fuck around us. And I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Asian. You could be green and from Mars. That means your ass got stuck here too. So get it together. Cause the Queens is tired of coming back trying to reach out to you motherfuckers and get y'all's ass up on this information. And I'm tired of having to come back and speaking like this because this the only language y'all motherfuckers know. Now I don't like talking like this, but I know if I gotta reach out to my peoples, this the only shit they know. I can't come to them. No other way. And I think these Queens energy is more fucking drained from y'all bullshit than mine. Now get it together. Cause y'all know deep down inside, we ain't talking no crazy shit. You done heard that shit to yourself where you like, man, it gotta be something more to this. You under that understanding that it's something after this. So if it's something after this, you never die, motherfucker.
That's
if
right.
you keep having deja vu, that means you keep coming back. Now, if you doing sucker shit again, man, they need to dim your motherfucking light. Now, look inside and wake up and shine that motherfucker, man. Because these people is of the know. And we really just scratching the surface. And if it weren't for the messages that we getting from the ancestors and shit, we probably still be sheeple just like y'all. Thinking, oh, I got a nice house, nice car, my family straight. That's life. That ain't fucking life. Are you happy?
Mm.
Did you want to go to work that day? Did you want to wake up at 5 in the motherfucking morning? Some people 3 in the morning to be at a job at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Do you really do? Is you happy, motherfucker? Yeah, you make good money. Do you get to enjoy it? Can you just up and go on vacation without putting in vacation time?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. If you decide to motherfucker not pay your motherfucking light bill, can you see? Man, wake the fuck up. I'm sorry.
The card that came up first was the laughing was the King of Cups. That was the first card. It's funny that I don't even see the other cards that I pulled. And I went through the whole pile. So the first card that came up, this means that this is the most important card, is the King of Cups. That you know, it's second in command. It's from the ace. This is the next in command from the ace, is the King of Cups. Not only that, but it's duality and it's balance at the same time as well. And as I'm about to end this service announcements, I'm probably not really ending it, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Um,
You keep pulling up them kings, though. It don't matter what color they is, they keep popping out. Listen, y'all that's tapping in, that's letting y'all know y'all a part of royalty.
Right, and that's all he been talking about too.
Y'all
mm,
royalty, man. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, when I speak of it, it might sometimes come out as me speaking to me, but like, now I'm talking about y'all. We all a
mm,
part of this shit. The same light stardust that's in me is in all of y'all as scientists to back that up. We know it's something greater than this. We know we are greater than this. Don't let them make your vision for you. That's all they doing, man. We all royalty. Wake up. Look, she keep pulling out that card. I'm pretty sure she go in and pull another card, even if it's of another caliber, it still ties into the cards that she pulled out.
pretty much. That's what's
Because
going to happen.
her and Nikki, every time they pulled out a card, the one thing that I noticed was it was a balance card.
Yep.
And each time. And that's a sign that, hey, we all got to get it together and get it balanced. It can't be dependent just on these queens working all their energy and shit, and they getting sucked out and drained, and we just still being stuck on stupid. Like, man, come on, wake up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as we conclude this service announcement, True Searcher, is there anything else you want to add? You already put the compound chicken to it.
Nah, only thing I want to add is to everybody amongst this certain circle. I appreciate y'all doing the work to help me understanding what I'm coming into, what my wife is coming into, what my family is coming into. And it just feels good to not knowing that I ain't going crazy and it's other people that is not only getting damn near the same messages, but seeing the same shit, what lets me know we are all bound together. And it's an honor and a blessing just to be able to connect with people that's family amongst this physical thought. And I appreciate that, and I thank y'all, all of y'all.
Yes. Amen Ra. You are most welcome. Queen SC.
Here I am.
You want to close out, say anything like ending or not ending, ending and beginning?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you just got to go with inside yourself and keep it real with yourself. If you can't keep it real with yourself, you ain't gonna be able to move up. You know, in the spiritual world. So it's just being honest and just learning from your mistakes and everything, but being honest with yourself.
Mm.
That's about it. Gotta keep it real with yourself at the end of the day. If you can't keep it real with yourself, you can't keep it real with nobody else. So you will want to keep it real with yourself so you can grow.
Yep. You would think that that is the ticket that you have in your pocket, the key that you already have within your own pockets. And as I always say, you already know what I always say, which is know thyself, gain independence this, by establishing a leader, you as the leader.
Hmm.
Um, grow by using the understanding or the overstanding of the terrain or the people around you in your world. Um, and if they not with what you said, they not with what you said. But grow by developing the ability to not scatter your energy. Okay. Grow by establishing an order to your space. Okay. And grow by bringing forth the turns and the change that you know you can do. And if you don't know, then practice. Start understanding, understanding who you are. So I'm gonna play my, y'all already know, Aphrodite Stone, my favorite music. One of my favorite artists at this time. She has the music is free. She does not charge. You can download a few of the songs, but she does not charge for the music. Um, she did not. She's not selling her music like that. She's sharing her music, not selling her music. Um, and that's one of the things I I just man, I just don't have the words to to just say how inspiring that is. So keep it real with yourself. Don't let your worn boots lead you astray. Don't let others being in your boots lead you astray from who you are. And just get comfortable with that space. It's not perfect. You know, the perfection is that you find perfection within imperfection. That's perfection. That's what I speak of. So as I always say, enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars. You can book a session with myself. I do consults, readings, and just speaking, with as to what's happening in your life. So as I always say, you are the sun and moon and stars, and honor that. And I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs, "Remember" by Aphrodite Stone. And have a great one.
Do you remember who you are? Do you remember that you lived amongst the stars? You might not believe just who I am. You might not believe it. You wouldn't believe it, yeah. I am a God, it's in the flesh. I made a deal to come down here and show you how to live your life to the fullest. Don't let life just pass you by. Do you remember who you are? lived among the stars. Life's too short to be getting in your own way. Life's too short to be playing all these games. Life's too short to be getting in your brother's way. Life's too short. Let me say it again. Do you remember your past life? How do you know that you weren't a warrior who had to fight? How do you know that you weren't a king? You were a king. She was a queen. Do you remember who you are? Do you remember that you lived amongst the stars? Life's too short to be getting in your own way. Life's too short. Did you hear what I say?
Life is definitely too short. And it's not because of just the time. The space that you have here is the space that you have here. Enjoy your nows. I want to thank the chat. Let me go through the chat real quick. I want to thank True Searcher for coming in. And Queen SC and Star Goddess Nikki C. Nikaylee, thank you so much, Nikaylee, for showing up and coming through. King K. Smith, I always want to say King Smith. King K. Smith, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you to Noon Shevik. Thank you for coming through, King. Unique Divine Israel, thank you so much, my daughter. Thank you so much for showing up, Queen. And thank you to Kirk Washington for coming through and just saying a quick hello and listening to the information that has been presented. So I want you to have a great night. Grow through your independence. Grow through your understanding, your understanding. Grow through your creativity, and grow through your ability to be change, or be the change that you see or you wish to see. As I always say, enjoy your sun, your moon, and your stars, because you are these. And thank you, Nikaylee. You're most welcome. Thank you so much, Nikaylee. And have a great one.